What's up? I'm Evan. I'm here with Clean Kix. We buy, sell, trade shoes, and one service we offer is with clean shoes too. So I got some Splay Freestyle Shales, and I'm gonna show you how to clean them. So with some general wear and tear on these canvas shoes, we kind of get some water spots on the toe box, some dirt on the upper. We got some suede spots on the heel and on the tongue. The bottom's pretty clean, looking pretty good. We can get them looking better though. And the laces, we got some dirt in there. We're gonna make it look good. We're gonna show you how to clean them with some household materials. So now that we've gone over what needs to be done on these shoes, what needs to be cleaned, here's some household materials you can use to clean your shoes. So we got some brushes. Any sort of like old toothbrushes or dish brushes works great. Shoe trees, to kind of keep the shape of the shoe. If you don't have shoe trees, use socks. Anything really works. I got some Dawn dish soap. Any sort of dish soap or hand soap works. Just kind of get some dirt and grime out of there. And then a dish of water. Nothing special here, but let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some solution in our water, and we got some dish soap for that. A little bit goes a long way, so don't go crazy. And the first thing we're gonna do on the shoe is take out the laces. Kind of opens everything up so you can get in there easier. We've already done that on this side, so let's get started. I put the laces in the water, let them soak a little bit, get all the dirt and grime out. I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna look at anything I might have missed and kind of check everything out, make sure everything's looking good. But after I do that, just get straight into it. You grab your toothbrush, any sort of brush, you dip it in your solution, and then just get scrubbing. Usually you don't want to go too hard, not too soft, kind of an easy medium. And then on these seams right here, make sure to get like really deep into there with the brush, because you don't want to miss that. So on the toe box, I need it a little bit more rigid, so I'm gonna chuck a shoe tree in there. That way I can kind of get deeper in there without having to use as much elbow grease. So after you brush, one thing that's really good is wipe it up with a rag so that dirt isn't sitting on there. And it kind of helps dry off the shoe so you can see more dirt. All right, one thing you want to avoid is on this pair, you got a suede tongue tag, and you don't want to get that wet. Suede is really hard to clean after it's been wet. Another thing is on the back right there. So kind of just avoid that until the end. I'll show you what to do with it later on, but for now, just avoid getting it wet at all. All right, so now that I've gone over it with the smaller toothbrush, I've gotten all those big spots out, I'm gonna go over with this bigger brush and make sure that I didn't miss anything and get them really looking like new again. So now that I've gone over the top, gotten all the big spots, because it's canvas, lots of times when it dries, there are little spots that like to appear after it's dried. So while I'm letting it dry and waiting for those spots, I'm gonna go over the sole. And there's a few little spots, nothing crazy. So yeah, let's get started. So now I'm going over the sole. I'm using the stiffer brush because it's rubber, because it's more durable. You really need something more stiff to get into those nooks and crannies. And just be mindful to make sure you get all that dirt, and don't be afraid to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. So what I'm doing here is I got the corner of the rag and I just kind of twisted that, and I'm really using that just to kind of get into the nooks and crannies and sort of to dry it off as well. Okay, so now that the upper has dried, it's looking pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna have to go over it again, which is awesome. So now, next step is we're gonna do the laces. So I got them sitting in the solution right here. You grab them, squeeze out the excess water, and just scrub them in your hands just like this. Pretty straightforward. Then you squeeze it, see how gross it is. Oh yeah, that is nice. All right, so then now that you've scrubbed them, you just grab your rag, straighten out the lace, and then you put it in just like this, and just pull it through. Dries it off, and it gives it one last scrub. Make sure it's all good. Then you look at it, make sure there's nothing you missed, and then you lace up your shoes. All right, so with suede, it's very tedious, but what I like to do is grab a dry toothbrush because you cannot get it wet, and just brush all in one direction. It's tedious, but gets the job done. The hard water spots came out amazing. Laces, they look almost like new. The bottoms, just beautiful. And little suede tabs on the back. It's all looking great. And it all came out pretty easy, just with household products, household materials. You can do this at home.